What up, though? It's your girl, Tamara Dawn, and welcome to Tamara Till the Break of Dawn. Now, first things first, I want to thank y'all for hopping on my train of thought today, because you literally could be doing anything else right now, so I appreciate you tuning in. And before I get too far off into this intro, I definitely want to give a special shout out to my podcast fam. So make sure y'all actually check out them podcast suggestions in the episode note. Last but not least, I want to give a special shout out to Sniper T for this beat, and all his information can be found in the episode notes as well. So, now that we got all that out the way, let's get it. Alright, y'all. So, excuse me, I normally would probably be doing this type of episode that today is going to be on a Thoughts to Ponder episode, but I've been off track with that, and I've only been able to keep up with the main thing on Thursdays, so maybe we'll just add that to the rotation, and just keep it with just Thursdays. Anywho, so disclaimer, this is a touchy subject for some, but and I'm also going to talk about an experience I had recently with a friend of mine kind of related to this topic, so we'll just jump into it with that and then go from there and just see what happens, because I've been thinking about this for a minute now, probably ever since all this Karen stuff I started really actually seeing it or whatever. But let's take it back even further to when Kobe Bryant died and that news anchor lady, and I'm gonna look it up when I'm done recording, so I'll have information about it in the episode notes, because I cannot think of what it's called off the top of my head right now. But anywho, the news lady was talking about the Los Angeles, it should have been Lakers, but she said niggers, and then she tried to say she said nakers, so that's where the title came from or whatever. But so let's even go back to that, but let's bring it back forward with the Karen. I'm just trying to get y'all all the way on my train of thought with what I'm about to be going in on today. But then there was a Karen thing where I did the Thoughts to Ponder episode about that, where they was trying to make it seem like Karen is a racial slur, like nigger is or whatever, or the N-word. But here's the thing, if you do a meme, and then I'm gonna just move on to the next one, and if you say something and try to say, oh, this is worse than this, but you say Karen, but you still say the N-word, chances are that means the N-word is a more negative and holds more weight than Karen, is all I'm going to say about that. So then, moving forward to this whole young man who got killed while running, Ahmaud, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Arbery, I don't know. It'll be in the episode notes as well, because I'm not prepared with whatever, but he was running and he got killed by the good old boys or whatever, the whoever, and his son. I'm gonna have all that in the episode notes, and I might not, and it just is what it is, because I might forget, so hopefully I remember. But anywho, sorry. So here's my honest opinion about what I've noticed with that, is that, and it is what it is, I'm somewhat impressed with, I don't even know if impressed is the right word, but it's been interesting to see how many white people I've seen in my timeline who have been outraged about him, and they ran for him and this, that, and the other, especially people who were already runners or whatever. Excuse me. And so the thing about it is that, though, what I gather from that is you And this may not be how you really feel, but this is what came to mind to me, and I'm sure I'm not the only person. So I guess my point of saying this is you just never know how what you say or what you can do, even good intention type stuff, it still could cause some sort of issue. But so what I gather from that is, because he's doing, he's just running, he's doing something that I do, I've been able to do this freely, and he should be able to do this freely too, right? Right, okay. And then what I noticed is that when different people have gotten shot and killed, and I don't see any outrage, I don't see any whatever, and is it that you're trying to say that if these people were committing a crime that it's okay for them to have gotten killed, or what? I don't know, because it's like I'll see some of and these are people who are like believers, so like God is love and God wants us to love people and all these things, and so how can you choose to show compassion for certain things? Like I don't know. So, and then with that, it's like the message that you're kind of communicating is that, if he committed a crime, it's like he deserved death. Not justice and a fair trial like what the justice system is supposed to have or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, people could shoot up whole churches or whatever, kill like 9 people, and they get escorted safely to the police car, get fast food, like, and people say that privilege isn't a thing. And I don't know, I don't always speak on this topic, but I figure my podcast is the best way because I can be fully heard and I can explain myself without interruptions, whereas online it'd be different or whatever. So that is one of the things that's really just, and it's like people are in such outrage, like, oh my gosh, we're taxpayers, you're infringing upon our rights, like, want to be oppressed so bad, right? And I'm just like, and I said this to a friend of mine, and I was like, the people who are complaining and protesting and this, that, and the other, I just feel like y'all could not handle being black at all. You know what I mean? And so when I said that to a friend of mine, she kind of didn't understand what I meant and, said something about, well, aren't people people? And I'm like, I view everyone as just whatever, but I'm not naive. Like, I don't treat people different because it's a white man versus a black man, or a white woman versus a black woman, or Asian or Hispanic or just whatever. I don't treat people differently, but I'm not naive to say that the world, like, that doesn't happen in the world, because I am aware that it does. And so that was just, an interesting conversation, and she didn't necessarily understand where I was coming from or why I was saying what I was saying. I think I was able to explain it. I don't know. But the thing about it is that this isn't even like, I saw a meme that was like, because, one of the things is restaurants closed and whatever. And this meme was like, white people had to eat their cooking for 2 months and they're in an outrage or something like that. Because, the whole joke is that y'all be having unseasoned food and stuff. So, yeah, I do got a white homegirl, though. I got a couple of them that they cook. Like, I would eat their food for holidays and just trust what they, So it's not everybody, you know what I'm saying? But just like most stereotypes, there is some truth that did stem from somewhere. But the problem lies when people get into this whole generalization of things and just lump everybody together instead of having individualized experiences with, different people. Um, so moving on from that, because I feel like I've gotten out everything I want to say in this moment about that. Hopefully, when I go back and listen to it, it makes sense. And I guess if you heard it, that means that it did. So what I am going to do, because this is a great spot, is I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll get into something else. So if you're thinking about doing a podcast, I highly suggest you use Anchor, and here's why. Now, first things first, it's free, and you can even make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. I'm talking dollar bills, y'all. Plus, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you to the major platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a bunch of others, so that's one less thing you got to worry about. And they got all the tools you need to record and edit your podcast in one spot. And you can do all that from your phone or your computer. So, in my opinion, it's really the easiest way to make a podcast. Now, if that's what you're looking for and you're ready to jump on it, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Alright, so the next thing that's kind of just on my mind or whatever is like I was just sitting here looking out my bedroom window, I think it was last night, and just thinking about the fact that everything in my world is just completely upside down. I don't want to say upside down, but just like nothing is the same. I don't have the same role, and I'm not doing things in a way that we normally even conduct business with my role. I'm working from home. I live in an apartment. We just moved. We're going to get our stuff this weekend out of storage. So that will be great. But it's like, I don't know, it's just a lot at once. And I just feel, I don't know. I just feel like I don't even know who I am right now. Nothing makes sense with anything that's happening or even stuff that I'm doing. Just seems just like doing it for what? I don't know. And then in some ways, I'm just kind of going through the motions on some stuff where it's like I'm not feeling anything. Like, nothing excites me. And it's not like life is supposed to be just, exciting all the time. But everything just feels really routine and really just, I don't know. And so that is kind of where I'm at. And it's driving me crazy. And it's just crazy because we also know that consistency is something that I struggle with. And I can't make none of that make sense. So don't ask me to, because I don't know. It don't make sense to me, just like it probably don't make sense to you if you even thought about it, because I'm not saying you even know me like that. But nothing makes sense. Nothing. I don't know. Then my birthday is next month, and big 40 water, all that good stuff. I'm gonna be 40 out here in these streets. Cashapp is in the episode notes. Holla at your girl. 40 is a big milestone, and the world is stupid. So whatever I thought I was gonna do, I'm not. So I don't know. It's disheartening, and it kind of sucks because my birthday is kind of one of the very few things, I guess, that I like make a big deal out of. So I don't know. It kind of sucks that I know it's not gonna be. I don't know. I don't know. And then boo thang. I don't have a boo thang, but y'all knew what I was referring to when I said that. I don't know. That was quite the pause, because I'm trying to think of what I think. So I guess I'll just say, like, This person is somebody who I could not imagine going through any of the stuff that I've gone through, good or bad, without having that person be someone that's in my life that I'm sharing stuff with. But then I think sometimes, because as I've said before, I've never had solid, like for real solid guy friends. And so something I've been thinking lately is like, what if this is just healthy guy friendship dynamics and I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't know nothing about it or whatever. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But I don't know. That's just kind of where I've landed because I just started thinking like my stuff be just so fleeting and I don't know. I don't know. So that's like, some people would tell me I should say something and I'm like, I don't know about that. And that's just that on that. So I don't have no update but this is how I am. I go back and forth and I'm passionate about something and then I'm not passionate about something and then I'm passionate about it again. So I come back to it, but it's just, I don't know. So yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. Excuse if you could hear the noise. My kids don't seem to care about what I'm doing right now, so it's fine. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take another quick little break because I'm about to curb them real quick. Okay, bye. Alright, so I'm back. My bad about all that. And it didn't seem to really do no help, so whatever. Let's see what else I'm feeling right now. I don't know, I just be at home, working from home from home, and I don't know, I've felt very isolated, very alone, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. I know I'm not the only one. But that's just kind of how I felt lately, like super disconnected from everybody, but I feel like it's a good place to be for some reason. It's not like I'm trying to completely disconnect from the world. I'm just, enjoying the slowed down. I didn't at first, but now I'm starting to appreciate the slowed down tempo of life and just having more time to relax and feel like I can actually relax. I started thinking like, I can't think of the last time I felt just like, despite everything else that's, frustrating me, still feeling like though I can actually, like, it's you know what I mean? Like there's nothing to really worry about. So that's cool. Like I said, I'm just waiting to get our stuff moved in because, I'm grateful for this air mattress. It's alright, but I'm tired of feeling like I'm crawling off the floor. I miss my bed. And so, yeah, there's that. And then also just wanting, my couch, my TV, just my stuff. And then on top of that, I guess that's about it. Like, I don't know. I be just trying to get out what I gotta get out. So I guess that's all I got for y'all on this today. I'm gonna play around with. I might just, I don't know. We'll see though. I kind of did like the Thoughts to Ponder being a different type of episode, but maybe just incorporating that with Thursdays. Let me know what y'all think, if y'all even listen. Maybe I'll do a Twitter poll where probably not, so don't even look for it because I ain't even about to do all that. I'm going to just make a decision and kind of go from there. Just play around with some stuff. But enough of that. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. You know the drill. I want to make sure y'all have, and I don't know what you're going through, but you don't know what I'm going through beyond what I told you. So, I mean, I know people got crazy stuff, but if you just try to focus on like just one thing to be grateful for, it may not shift your circumstances, but it can shift your perspective and your focus and whatnot. And an attitude of gratitude is super. I usually try to, lean more towards focusing on the bright spots or the thing to celebrate or whatever. So, all that said, y'all have a great rest of your day. I hope y'all come back again next week. And yeah, peace out. So first things first, shout out to Sniper T for this beat, and all his information can be found in the episode notes. Now, like I say on social media, I want y'all to interact with me, so here's a few ways you can do that, and the links and whatnot to all these methods are in the episode notes as well. Now, you can leave me a voicemail. Call 720-457-4022. You can email me. Hey, y'all can follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and I'll follow you back. And then you can go ahead and slide in the DMs, just not on no weird stuff. You can also like the Facebook page, and the link on there goes to my email as well. Now, what I need y'all to do is pay attention on my socials for when I ask for feedback for the Thoughts to Ponder episodes that air every other Monday, because the reality is that y'all feedback is what makes those episodes dope. So, leave me a voicemail, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or email me. Just holla at your girl.